children. Hopefully I won't get any backlash for doing this, but I'm going to talk about my daughter first. My daughter is a natural blonde with blue eyes. I knew by the time she was 18 months that she was very special. She was already drawing. She had a vocabulary that was already talking in sentences. She could memorize great volumes at 18 months. I mean, I knew she was very intelligent. So when she got tested for her IQ in 4th grade, they told me that she was on a genius level. And this is the thing about her. She never watched TV. I think this is what makes the difference with very intelligent children. Turn off the computer. We never had computers in the 70s or 80s. Even if we did, we probably couldn't afford it. But she always had a book. Now, I mean always. In the car, at restaurants, she wouldn't even, put the book down to eat. We go on trips. She was always in her room reading. And I found out when I was in college, and my humanities teacher gave us a list of books that were second year college. I showed it to my daughter. She says, "Mom, I already read all of them." Yeah, she's very intelligent. Now, she's also eccentric. A lot of people can't handle smart people. They feel intimidated, and she's become a little bit of a controlling person. It's because she's very much like her mother. We know what we like, we know how we want it done, and if you do it any other way, you're an idiot, okay? Yeah, that's pretty much a nutshell. But she has lived in wonderful places. She's lived in Costa Rica. I even kept all of her emails that she sent me from Costa Rica. One of them just still to this day delights me. I think she had her little 2 dachshunds, wiener dogs, on the back of a goat or a camel. I forgot what the animal was, walking up a mountain to where she was supposed to live. She would wake up every morning to monkeys and spiders and lizards. And she's an adventurer, people. Nothing holds her back. And I think I'm a little restless like that. I can only live somewhere for 4 years. And I want a new whole outlook. I want to experience everything. Well, that's the way she is. And she is the funniest person I have ever met. I mean, when we get together, if I can get her on the YouTube, you will crack up. Of course, it will be like X-rated because she doesn't hold back. And I taught her that she doesn't need to have babies. She doesn't need to get married. Women can be happy without a relationship, but it's always good if you do have someone that you can care for and love. And she's had many boyfriends, and most of them, I think she really likes foreign guys. Yeah, she's actually learned, a foreign language from dating one of her guys. But she is very special. Yes. Okay. Now my son. Oh, my daughter lives in an RV. I should put that out there. And so let's talk about my son. My son had a little bit of difficulty. He was also white-haired with blue eyes. He had a little difficulty with certain education, like reading, writing. So I had to spend extra time with him. But I got him tested in 2nd grade, and they told me that he was a genius with his hands. Now, that's how he makes his living. He's a ceramic tile setter. He's also worked for his dad in the tree company. But he is an artisan. His dad and my father were ceramic tile installers. He's like 3rd generation. He only does the rich people's homes. That's what I say. You couldn't afford him. A normal person could not afford him. I know he charged me $64 an hour, and that was 20 years ago. So you can imagine what he's making now. But he does tile a lot of movie stars' homes. He was married for 15 years and then he divorced, and he is the father of my only 2 grandchildren because my daughters never had children. So I raised him to realize he must learn domestic activities like washing dishes and clothes. I taught him how to wash clothes and do basic housekeeping, and he has had to do that a lot in his marriage because his wife, I think she has a master's now in computer. He would come home and do some housework, fix dinner, and so yeah, he is a very good housewife. He now is living down south, and he was a wonderful skateboarder. He didn't read much growing up, but he was very active with physical things, and I have a lot of videos of him skateboarding. He's still skateboarding to this day. He looks like Steve McQueen because we lived in Florida a lot. He got a little bit of, sun damage here. So he has some wrinkles, and he looks to me just like Steve McQueen. He's very, very handsome. And he is single now, and I guess he's also funny. I guess because both of his parents were funny. Okay. He's funny with his inflections in his voice and stuff like that. And he's a great imitator. He can imitate my mother. He can imitate me. He can imitate his dad. And believe me, when a lot of people would call his house, he would pretend it was another person, from another country. I mean, it is hilarious. But yeah, I love my children very much. And I know they love me. I do, even though sometimes they don't call for a month. But since I fell the other day, my daughter was like a little concerned about me. She said, Mom, you got to pick up the phone. I got to make sure you're okay. But I was blessed to have 2 children. I wished I had had 3, maybe 4. Because when you only have 2 children, you're limited. If one doesn't have, give you grandchildren, then you got to depend on the other one. But if I had had three children, I would have probably had more grandchildren, because that was the best part of my life, is helping raise my grandchildren. I mean, it was fun. I mean, it's a whole different world when you're a grandparent. I took them everywhere. I took my grandchildren everywhere. So my granddaughter is named Alana. She's almost 22. And then my grandson, I think, is 18. And my granddaughter was my buddy. I mean, I took her everywhere. I would spend hundreds of dollars a month at the children's place at the mall, buying them outfits with matching teddy bears and hats and scarves. I mean, I bought the shoes to go with the outfit. They were just darling. I just love playing dress up, because when my kids were little, we couldn't even afford clothes, But yeah, and they've grown up to be good people, and my granddaughter is in the culinary field. And my grandson, I don't know what direction he's going to go to yet, but he's always been polite. He's always been nice to me, both of them. Okay, so that's my children and grandchildren.